Hey folks, so 2022 is just hours away. Very, very exciting. If it's anything like 2021, then we are in for a wild ride. So quite a lot of the talk here at Coin Bureau Towers has been about people's New Year's resolutions. Now, for instance, a lot of us are trying to persuade Johnny, who's on the camera today, to cut back on his gargantuan chicken nugget intake.
Oh no.
Because, yeah, you know, Johnny, it's too many.
I have not committed to that
resolution.
resolution.
Too many. Johnny eats a lot of chicken nuggets. I mean, he has other problems. You know, there's a lot of caffeine and nicotine as well. But I think we're going to start with the chicken nuggets. So I hope that all of you guys are happy to get behind Johnny giving up chicken nuggets for 2022. So there's also been a lot of people asking me what my New Year's resolutions are, and I don't tend to make that many. Although I have made a few in the past that stuck. Years and years ago, my New Year's resolution was to give up smoking, and I managed it. So. Yeah, Johnny's the smoker, so he doesn't like that either. Don't worry, that's his for 2023. So yeah, I do quite like the odd New Year's resolution. Anyway, so I've been thinking a little bit about it, and I've actually come up with several. So, first New Year's resolution is I'm going to try and eat less sugar. I have got a really, really sweet tooth, and there's been loads of chocolates and sweets and cakes and stuff kicking around the office recently, and yeah, I just can't resist them. So that is one thing that's definitely going to happen. I'm definitely going to try and eat a lot less sugar, which I'm sure will be good for my waistline and probably my teeth as well. And I've also got a couple of crypto-focused resolutions as well. Now, the first one, I want to learn more about DAOs. DAOs have been talked about a lot recently, obviously decentralized autonomous organizations. And I've kind of been keeping half an eye on what's been happening with them. Obviously, recently we've had these really interesting cases. The Constitution DAO, which was obviously formed to buy the US Constitution, which didn't work out, but it was a really interesting project. And more recently, Blockbuster DAO, which I talked about in a recent news flash out on Telegram. So this is a DAO that's been formed to try and buy the Blockbuster video franchise. Now, anyone over a certain age will be looking at me blankly in that, but trust me, that's interesting stuff. So, yeah, I want to learn more about DAOs. Ryan Selkis from Masari thinks that 2022 will be the year of the DAO. And yeah, so much of my focus has been on, well, especially more recently, things like NFTs and the metaverse. So yeah, I want to put more of a focus on DAOs. What are DAOs? How do they work? What direction are they going in? Yeah, so keep your eyes peeled for some videos about that, some research about that. Now, I've got, what are my other resolutions? Yeah, I want to get some more fresh air. I'm very lucky to live in a part of North London that's got some beautiful woodland very nearby, and I don't get out into it nearly enough. I've been kind of a bit chained to my desk recently. There's been a lot going on. But yeah, I want to try and get out and explore that a bit more because I really love being outdoors, and it's great for kind of clearing my head. And speaking of clearing my head, another resolution that I've got is to finally get rid of this cold that I feel like I've had for months now. I've had it for about 2 weeks, and it will not go away. It does make my voice sound quite gravelly and husky, which yeah, is maybe a good thing, but I'm
quite suave, really.
Yeah, you like it, Johnny?
That's good. Fun.
Well, Johnny likes it. But yeah, I'm sick of it. I'm been very pumped up. I've had a terrible cough. So yeah, 2022, the cold's got to go. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that because I've been working pretty hard on that anyway. And yeah, I'm also going to buy myself a denim shirt that fits. I got this in the USA many years ago, and I really like it. But it is, yeah, I've again, well, maybe cutting out some of the sugar will maybe help me get into that. So maybe that's a resolution I don't even need to make. And the final crypto themed resolution that I have, I want to get out on the road more. Now, obviously, over the last year, 18 months, 2 years, however long it's been pretty difficult to get around. And I must say that when we went out to Dubai as a team last month, well, back in November, It was, although it was great, the travelling was an absolute nightmare, taking all these tests, filling out all these forms. A couple of people weren't able to fly on their scheduled flights because they didn't have the right paperwork, etc., etc. So it hasn't really been the easiest thing to get about. And at the moment, things aren't great either. We've got this Omicron variant that is keeping, basically international travel is a nightmare right now. But assuming that those restrictions lift, assuming that we somehow manage to get past all this COVID business, I would love to just get out there a bit more. I'd love to go to more conferences. I'd love to get out and meet you guys because I feel like I've been far too cooped up here in London recently, and so I'd love to get out, meet more people, go to more events, and just sort of experience the crypto world and the crypto community a bit more firsthand. So I'm really looking forward to that. Fingers crossed that's going to be able to happen. And also on that note, we have our Coin Bureau event taking place here in London in May. Now, obviously, really hoping that that doesn't get disrupted by any COVID-related nonsense either, but I'm so looking forward to that as an opportunity to get to meet people, and I hope that will be the first or at least one of many events that I'm able to go to next year and beyond. So those are my New Year's resolutions. Please let me know what your New Year's resolutions are, whether they're crypto related, whether they're just personally related. And look, guys, I hope that we can all get behind the most important crusade of all here, which is to try and wean Johnny off those chicken nuggets. It just, for the sake of the chickens, McDonald's is getting far too many profits, far too much in the way of profit as it is.
Try as hard as you like, mate. It's not going to happen.
Johnny, it's inevitable. It's inevitable. Like crypto, it's just inevitable. Don't try and fight it. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a great 2022. Keep watching the channel. There's plenty more stuff coming your way. Don't look at me like that. It's not 2022 yet. It's a New Year's resolution. All right? Jeez. Well, that's a good donut. That is a good. Good jam.